Okay, we're back for game 2. Let's propose this. Chapel, Nomad Camp. Ill-gotten gains is big, and Feast will go well with it. It's probably a pretty decent first player advantage. He's vetoed it. I felt like I have a good feel on that card, so I'm a little upset about that. But this is a weak board. A very weak board. Now, I think I want to go Chapel Bureaucrat if that's available. So let's make that available. Now, what is the biggest threat to Chapel Bureaucrat? It's either Market, although Market goes decently well with Chapel Bureaucrat, or Baron. So let's get rid of Baron. Oh, he's playing with the unofficial counter. I hadn't realized that. Okay. So the plan here is to open Bureaucrat Chapel, trash down, spam that Bureaucrat, get a bunch of silver, pick up Market on 5, mostly money, and ride in. Maybe a Shantytown eventually if my deck is thin enough. Well, thick enough. Well, whatever it is, that there's enough cards in it that I'm not unlikely to get a collision with terminals. Although, with both the Chapel and the Bureaucrat, that's not terribly, terribly probable. We'll see if he figures it out. He could try to go for Nomad Camp into something, but I just don't see it. Feast is not really worth it, because Market isn't going to really do all that much. I guess you could go for a Mega Turn with Market, like build up your economy a lot before greening. I'm not that worried about it. Maybe I should be. Let's see what he does. I mean, Expand is also an interesting little card, and I might want to pick one up if I get exactly 7 at the right time. In fact, I probably do want to pick one up if I get exactly 7 at the right time. Let's see what's going on behind me. Okay. He's really milking his time here. And he's gone for the same thing. Probably going to come mostly down to this coming up reshuffle. Who gets the better draw? Of course, the Bureaucrat's going to favor him as first player. He's never played a Chapel game like this before. I don't know what that means. I'm really surprised he didn't go Chapel there. I don't know that the estate on my deck there is necessarily bad, if I can hit the Chapel. Okay. That's not good. This is not a good draw. This is not a good draw for me at all. It's not a good draw for me at all. Gold. I actually think I want the Herbalist here. But Duchy? What? I'm very confused. Why would you get a Duchy there? I assume he wants to expand it into a province, but you should always buy some other useful card in case you don't get it with your expand. Unless he thinks that Duchy is already more valuable at this point, which is sort of hard to believe. It's really hard to believe. Okay, let's dip for province. My deck is just so much better already, and I have the lead. Although, with an odd number of provinces out, that's less important, I guess. Although the expand might make it a little so. He's expanding a copper into a shantytown. Now that just strikes me as a slightly strange play. He's going to buy a gold. I assume he's going to buy a gold. He bought another duchy. I just really don't understand that. I really don't understand these duchy rush. Put the estate back in case I draw it with a chapel, I guess. I only have a 2-point lead here. Interesting. Now I gotta start following for the duchies. But I can do this much better than he can. Bureaucrat, duchy. Now I'm a point behind. But what's he gonna do? Five points ahead. What's he expanding? He's expanding a duchy into a province. Oh my. Okay. This gives me a 1-point lead, which just means the last province is everything. Last province is absolutely everything. He has 2 expands. Well, I've got to play the bureaucrat. And, I guess market is probably the best. Unless nomad camp. Bah. Well, I guess I can keep kicking the can down the road. Let's put estate back. He's double bought estate. I'm so not worried about that. And he's done it. GG.